Hey guys, how's it going? Ruth Annan here with Annan Productions. In today's video, I am going to go over the gear that I use to photograph my events. This is a question that I get a lot in person and on Instagram from a lot of you that follow me on there. And basically, it all starts with my harness. I'll say, rarely photograph without my harness because I am someone that has had terrible experience in the past when I was just starting out in photography with carrying around just one camera body. And I got into the habit of carrying two cameras. And believe it or not, I have been considering adding a third camera to my harness. I have it, I just haven't tried it out yet. And the reason why I do that is, first of all, there are a few reasons. Let me start there. Number one, I want to be able to be as quick, as swift, and as just practical as possible. And that means that having one camera be the wide angle lens and the other camera be the zoom lens is going to be perfect for every scenario. Unless, of course, I am doing portraits, which in this case, headshot photography, I only need one lens. And even then, I still have an extra camera body laying around just in case. Another reason why is because I have had the misfortune of having my camera just completely black out. I have, and thank God I had another camera body with me because I was able to just pick that one right up, switch my lenses, and continue photographing the event. This is technology. You never know what is going to happen. If you're just starting out and you can only afford or you only have knowledge of using one camera, or the camera that you have right now, continue to do that. However, as you progress, as you continue to invest in yourself, because that is something that you need to do. In order for you to scale, you must learn to invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in the people that work with you so that you can grow to higher and higher and higher rankings. Now, having those two camera bodies has definitely helped me elevate. I know you're probably like, well, but how? Number one, people, when they see me with my harness and they see me with all of these cameras and lenses and flashes, it absolutely solidifies that, my goodness, this person probably, most definitely, they know what they're doing. And I love that because it ensures people, it gives people the confidence that I'm exuding, having these camera bodies, having all of this equipment on me, honestly. And the other thing is, please make sure that you are somewhere in the fit area or at least are used to having those many pounds on you. I thoroughly believe in wholesome living. And because I'm somebody that is in the gym 6 days a week, I don't have any issues carrying all of this equipment around. However, I'm also somebody that goes out and gets massages and I see the chiropractor and I make sure that I'm taking care of my body because I know that this is also breaking down my body long term. The wear and tear is real. I used to say that our bodies, when it comes to people like us who photograph, constantly, our bodies are part of the equipment that we carry around. So, just a quick thing, make sure you're taking care of yourself so that you're able to do business and, just live a good life, a decent, healthy, happy life. Now back to the harness. The harness, okay. The other thing that I love to carry on my harness is just like a bag where I have all of my batteries. Sometimes I will carry a fanny pack because it's awesome and you're able to store your cell phone, you can store your batteries, you can store your lens caps in there because for real, that's the one thing that gets lost a whole lot. Lens caps and batteries. Forget it. Like if I had a penny for every time, but no. After carrying bags, I no longer have that issue. And usually I get these things on Amazon or BH Photo, or if I see something that I like in a store and I know that it's going to help me with my business, then I buy it. In this case, the bags are really good. And I usually buy lens bags, yeah, because they have a lot of padding on them. in them. And it really just it helps me carry as many lenses as possible, which I'm going to get to. And it's just convenient because I have these little latch um, little trinkets that I bought for my harness. I'm able to just kind of clip everything on and walk. I can even clip it to my belt or to the loops on my jeans, on my pants, whatever. It's really, really useful. So the harness is awesome. People love seeing me walking around with the harness too, which is even better because again, it solidifies in their mind, this person looks like they know what they're doing. And that is also something that I request of my photographers that work for me. I don't require it. However, if you're going to be working with me, I love to know that you also can do what I can do, which is be quick, be swift, right? And make sure that you're getting the shots. I do not want you to ever miss a shot because you are in the middle of switching from one lens to the other. That is a pet peeve, and that is actually making me lose money because I don't want that. I want to be the best and I want the people around me to be the best. So if you're able to invest in an awesome harness, listen, there are a few out there. I know it's scary dangling your cameras around, but over time you actually will get used to it. And you can't do it once and quit. Like, I don't believe in that. Do it a few times. Check it out. I used to have the spider, I believe it's called the spider harness. It goes around your waist, but that just became too heavy for me and I couldn't handle it. So I've seen other people do it and they're amazing at it. Harnesses are my thing and I love it. Now, the onto the actual equipment that I'm using, I'm always capturing with two cameras, thinking about adding a third. And in that, I usually for a regular 3 to 4 day, 1 to 2, 1 to 3 day conference, I am bringing along between 4 to 8 lenses. I know that sounds crazy. Hear me out. The reason why I bring that many lenses, and of course I have my Pelican case and I have my backpack, the reason why I bring all of those is because I love to be over prepared. I don't like being prepared. Quick fun fact about me, I come from the production world, broadcasting, where I used to direct television programs, live television programs, tape television programs. And one thing that you should know about production is if you are on time, you are late. And I carry that into my business now where everything has to be on 10. If it's normal, it's lacking. That's how I think about the things that I do in my business and how I work my business, how I implement various aspects of my business. And I believe that's another reason why I really thrive because I don't think that I should be doing normal things. I need to be rising above. And that wasn't an overnight thing. That came with experience and it will come with experience over time. After each event, I evaluate what went well and what I could improve on. And every single time, whether I'm buying new equipment or I'm hiring different people or I am checking out how my entire system went and what I did and how I worked through it, I am always elevating in my own way before my actual business. Before I see growth in my business, I myself am pushing myself to grow. And when it comes to bringing those amount of lenses, I do that because I just never know what will be required of me in those situations. I bring at least two wide lenses, and usually that is my 24 to 70 and my 15 to 35. Those are my widest lenses that I use, and I love it because depending on where I am, sometimes I want to capture the entire room. I want my clients to have I want them to remember their event as they experienced it. So if with their eyes they were able to walk into a room and see the entire room, I want them to have that shot so that they can remember it. I love getting those types of shots when the conference is already in full session, usually the second day of the conference, like during those morning sessions, the keynote sessions where the room is packed. I absolutely love to have the widest shots. And I walk around the entire room. I walk around the entire room because I want to see the angles from behind the speaker, the angle from, you know, as you walk into the room. So you're seeing everything, the sides of the room. All of these shots are, they're shots that your client is going to absolutely love. And they can use that for all kinds of things, advertising the next year's event or just sending a thank you to everybody that attended. And it shows how many people were there. It shows the interest. It shows like, hey, we can pack a room. And it also gives them perspective for the coming years when they are, putting together the event. They want to know, hey, listen, how many people were there? Or what was the size of room that we'll need for that event or that place? And so on and so forth. The other lenses that I tend to bring are all of my either prime and or my zoom lenses. Why do I have prime lenses? The reason why is because I love light, okay? And being a photographer that is usually in spaces with X amount of variables, I need to be prepared. I don't like to simply rely on my flash power. I love when my lenses bring in as much light. I'm talking 1.2, I'm talking 1.8, I'm talking 1.4, 2.8. That's usually where my buck stops. I don't like to go beyond that. And that's just a personal preference. That has nothing to do with anything that anybody has taught me or anything that anybody told me to say. That's my personal preference. I have seen people do amazing things with, 5.6 lenses and so on and so forth. But that's just not that's just not what I want to do. When it comes to my zoom lenses now, this is where the party begins really for me because I love a zoom lens. 70 to 200. That is the baby that stays. Okay, when they say don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, well, that lens is definitely the baby and the bathwater is whatever else. I love my 70 to 200. I carry that thing everywhere. I used to have the EF and I upgraded to the RF, which chef's kiss. I love it. Everything about it. Go online, check it out. If you already own it, you know what I'm talking about. It gives me so much range. I I can't say enough about it. The other lens that I absolutely love is the 100 to 300 RF. Forget it. I mean, capturing with that lens, I don't need to do anything else. I don't listen, I can stand outside and capture the conference inside. That's how much I love that lens. And of course, it's right around my 2.8, which I absolutely love. And it gives me a range of shots. It gives me a range of depth. And I invest in the equipment because I know that it'll give me the results that will keep my clients coming. And that's why it is really important, again, to invest in yourself, to invest in your business. The other things that I like to bring are a plethora of batteries. I bring batteries. I usually carry, just for myself, close to 10 batteries. They're all charged. I bring the chargers because I need to make sure that, again, I'm not losing power or anything crazy is happening while I'm trying to, photograph this conference. I just need to make sure that I have it. Along with the batteries, SD cards, forget it. And I range between 64 for smaller events to 128 gigabytes. It's a must. Invest in your gear. Please do not skimp on it. That's the one thing you don't want to skimp on, okay? We talked about the lenses, the cameras, the harness, the batteries, the SD cards. The other thing that I bring are my flashes. I love using the V1 flashes. I've been using those for a few years now, and I love how they're pretty much like native flashes to me. I've used Profoto, I have used the Canon, and once I switched to V1s, I mean, I've been sold ever since. And I bring about 2 to 3 flashes, again, because I often shoot with other team members. I have assistants, I have other photographers that work for me. I like to bring equipment for myself, and I like to bring a little extra for them just in case, because it's happened to me where my equipment just decided to break down. And thankfully, I work with professionals that also have that mindset where they're bringing extra things just in case. Like everyone can share because at the end of the day, we're a team. And if at any given point anything were to happen, everybody has each other's back for the most part. And it's a seamless production. Absolutely love it. The flashes oftentimes will do what my lenses cannot do or what my ISO cannot push through, which I love. And quiet as it's kept, I use my flash on TTL. Don't tell anyone, but that's just our little secret. I love it. I do not have any issues. I know how to use my flash in manual mode, and for the camera settings that I have and the lenses that I own, I'm fine with not using my flash on manual. It has worked out for me. It has worked out for my photographers for the camera settings. It has worked out for the end result. And again, over the years, I have learned what worked for me, what works for me, and what continues to work for me. And that's really all that should matter. Even for you, as you're watching this video, take what you can. Write down what you can, what you believe is going to apply into your life, into your business, and see how that works out for you. None of what I'm saying is law, by the way. The last thing that I bring along to all of our events when we are capturing conferences are walkie-talkies. This one right here is one of my latest investments. And the reason why is because I realized covering so many events, oftentimes we just rely on texting each other or calling each other. And having that production mindset, I realized, wait a minute, I'm not able to communicate with the people that are working with me expeditiously. Like, we need to make this a thing. And after doing some research, I found the headsets that work for my team and I. And that's what I've been using lately. And it's amazing. I love that I can communicate with my team members. And it doesn't matter where we are in the building, it transcends walls, and I love that. We have connection, we're able to communicate. If someone gets an update from one of our clients on site, point of contact on site, and they're told to move about, they can communicate that directly to me, and it's seamless. It's beautiful. And that's another thing about having the background that I have in broadcasting that I love carrying over into my business. It's that that's something that I was used to doing. Walkie-talkies were a part of production. They were a part of what we did. And being able to now bring that into my business, being able to bring that into my events, it makes it so much more fun. And, I'm able to communicate not only serious things about what's really happening for the event, but, we make our little comments and we laugh and keep each other company overhead. And it's been a lot of fun building this business and enjoying myself in the process and working with people that actually enjoy working with me as well. So I'm really grateful. And the reason why I'm able to do all of these things is because I continue to grow. I continue to invest in myself. And again, investing in yourself doesn't necessarily mean that you're spending money or that you're spending the money that you don't have. It means learning. Investing in yourself is learning. Investing in yourself is growing. It's asking questions. It's searching. It's being able to shadow someone else, being able to just sit under somebody's knowledge, their tutelage, and hear the things that they have to say and picking out what works for you or what you think will work for you. So that is, in a nutshell, some of the things that I absolutely bring along, and there are must have for events that I cover. And hopefully in the future, I'll share some more with you. In the meantime, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Submit yourself in those comments. Ask away. I love answering your questions. And I hope that you found this video to be useful enough to send it to somebody so that they too can learn a thing or two. I'll talk to you soon.